Hello, fellow collectors. This is Anthony's Comic Book Art, and I'm here with Rand Hoppe.
It's me.
The guy who put this all together, this Kirby exhibit, and giving tribute to the man that I owe everything to as far as having a business. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to sell all the art and comics that the Marvel Universe consists of. Right, Rand?
It's true. And, you know, one thing that we do, we go to these comic book conventions, particularly the really big one in San Diego. Mm-hmm. And San Diego...
And New York.
And New York. They both would not exist without Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby knew and understood the value of comic book conventions and fans. He welcomed fans. He and Roz, his wife, welcomed fans to their home. They just thought that comic book fans were the way it was.
He had an intuition that to give back to the people that made the comic book successful. He always was great with fans. That's always been my what I've heard from people. And then when he got his art back in the when was that? 84? Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
exact number.
That's when people started to come to his house to buy all those piles of art.
I did that too. Yes.
And, you know, the Tony Christopher. You know, he's a famous. I was the first guy to actually buy something from Tony Christopher.
Oh.
He sold me the entire X-Men 8 book that he had bought from Jack.
Wow.
Yeah. So I broke the ice with Tony. Eastman would go and spend all that Ninja Turtle money with him.
On all those issues of Commandy and the Losers, Our Fighting Forces, right?
And then when he went broke with Heavy Metal 2000, he sold me like 10 issues of those at the time. So I had like 5 issues of Commandy and a couple other things like that. But he loved Commandy. And so, you know, his influence on creators in so many different ways has shaped the comic book business as we know it, and then most importantly, the Marvel MCU as we know it. So we have nothing but thanks to give to the great Jack Kirby. And, you know, his troubled relationship with Stan, you know, it's controversial, but there were, you know, Lennon and McCartney were controversial, right? So that's one thing that we have to thank for too, is that their relationship that helped propel the Marvel Universe in that creative period. You know, it was almost like the Beatles were only together for like 4 years in their most creative part, and about the same for Jack and Stan.
It was the 60s.
That created the Marvel Universe. So we thank God for that.
And also, when we're talking about thanks, like one of the things that we do at the Jack Kirby Museum is we scan Jack's original art for posterity. So we don't necessarily have a large collection of original art, but we have a massive collection of scans of original art. And when we announced that project, and we were set up at the San Diego Comic-Con, the first person to walk over to our booth and say, "I have some original art that you should scan."
Really?
It was you.
See, I don't remember that. But
I do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You came over and you're like, I have some stuff I think you want to scan. And it was like the first stuff.
When was that the stuff I bought from Tony? Like the pinups? Like the Captain America pinup? The X-Men pinups? I had all those pinups in the X-Men 8 book at the time. Yep. Yeah, so that was cool. Oh, well, thank you for remembering. That's really sweet of you.
You were there at the beginning, man.
Yeah, so I was trying to think like, well, how many pages have I owned in my business? And I'm probably towards 1,000 or so. You know? Yeah. That's a conservative estimate. Yeah. Because I had a lot of whole books. That adds up quick at 20 pages. I remember when I met well, I didn't really meet him because he was in a wheelchair, kind of humped over. He wasn't, well, what was that,
93?
93, yeah. I think it was 93. And Thibodeau had a whole table full of books. Whole books.
Yeah.
You know, and they were $2,000 for the whole book, or $2,500 for if it had the cover.
Whoa.
And there was a pile of them on an 8-foot table like that. And I asked Thibodeau, "Hey, will you take a check? I don't have enough cash." He goes, "No, I don't know you," and I wasn't able to buy one. So that was, and he was over there and not really talking to people.
Yeah.
Being protective. So that's the one time I saw him in person. I think. So, yay! Thank you. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for spreading the word and educating the people about how important this guy was as a creator and just an institute. What's the word? Institute.
The foundation of
of comics as we know him. Because if it wasn't for, if he would have gotten killed by those Nazis that captured him when he's on that recon mission, and he fought his way out by grabbing a knife, that's a true story, right?
Yeah.
And he killed 4 of them and got away. That's amazing. That's God. That's God saying, no, I have a bigger plan for you. Fuck those Nazis. Yay!
All right.
All right, so I'm Anthony with Anthony's Comic Book Art, here with Rand Hoppe at the Jack Kirby exhibit on Warren Street. So if you're in the area or make plans to come out and see it and support it.